Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Kiana and I do a lot of sewing and fashion videos, and today I have a sewing tutorial and pattern for this gathered skirt. If you're interested in the pattern, that is going to be the first link down below, and you can use the code Aurora to get 30% off this pattern until tomorrow at midnight Eastern time. Everyone's been saying that it's giving Princess Aurora Sleeping Beauty, so we're running with the theme. Now there are two variations on this gathered skirt. The first is this high-low double layered skirt. So you can see it's high on the front, and then it starts dropping towards the back. The second variation is simply just the plain version of the skirt without the high-low tier on top. Difficulty-wise, I'm gonna rate this in between a beginner to intermediate. I would definitely say that this is possible for a strong beginner sewist. So all the supplies and materials you'll need for this project is also going to be in the first link down below in the pattern listing description. And if you're interested in seeing what equipment I'm using throughout the video, that's all gonna be in the video description. So without further ado, let's just get into the tutorial. All right, so print out your pattern at 100% scale. And do not trim down or overlap your sheets of paper. Then line them up using the lettered and numbered diamonds on the corner of the pages. Make sure you reference your instruction pamphlet to figure out what size to create and cut on the corresponding line. And also make sure you pay attention to the pattern details on this pattern. Because it's such a wide gathered skirt, the pattern utilizes a lot of paper. So to help save paper and save time, I have combined the front and back skirts for each pattern piece. So there's only one pattern piece for, say, the skirt shell, one pattern piece for the skirt lining, and then I've clearly labeled on the pattern how to convert the back skirt shell to the front skirt shell. So just make sure you're reading these pattern details. It will explain everything more in depth. So starting with the skirt shell, place your front and back skirt pieces right sides together and pin along the side seams. Then sew, serge, and press to the side. Now if you're doing style A, aka the high-low skirts, you are basically just going to repeat those steps for the high-low skirts layer. So again, place your front and back shell for the high-low skirt right sides together and pin at the side seams. Then sew, serge, and press. Now on the skirt shell, you're going to sew 2 rows of basting stitches within the seam allowance along the waistline to prepare for gathering the skirt. So the first row 1/4 of an inch away from the edge and the second row 1/8 of an inch away from the edge. To sew a basting stitch, lengthen your stitch all the way and do not backstitch at the beginning or end of your stitch. Then you can begin gently pulling on the bobbin threads to start gathering the fabric. You're going to keep gathering until the waistline measurement of the skirt fits into the waistband. Then if you're doing style A, go ahead and repeat all of those steps for the gathering for the high-low skirt as well. Now moving on to the waistband, we are going to interface the waistband to provide more strength. So just take your fusible interfacing and place it to the wrong side of the waistband. So the glue on the interfacing should be touching the wrong side of the waistband, and then just fuse those together using the heat of your iron. Now, if you're using sheer fabric, you're going to need to flatline your shell to your lining. So you actually want to interface the lining. And once you interface your lining, you're going to place the wrong side of your shell on the right side of your lining, and then stay stitch around the entire perimeter of this piece. To stay stitched, lengthen your stitch all the way and sew within the seam allowance about 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. This will allow you to have a stabilized waistband while having that sheer fabric to match the rest of your skirt. Once the interfacing is fused onto the waistband, use your iron to create a crease along the center of the waistband lengthwise. And you're going to do this by folding the waistband wrong sides together and pressing along that top crease. Now before we sew the skirt onto the waistband, we want to individually finish the center back edges of your skirt shell. So I'm going to use a serger and just serge down those edges. Also repeat this to the high-low skirt layer. Now we're going to sew the waistband to the skirt. So lay down your skirt shell facing up and then place your high-low skirt right on top of your skirt shell, also facing up. Then place your skirt waistband face down, unfolded. Make sure your waistband is unfolded at the waistline and pin together along the waistline. Then you can sew, serge, and press the seam. Now we're going to insert our invisible zipper along the center back seam. Along the center back edge, of course, there are 2 layers of fabric if you are doing the high-low skirt. So you just want to treat them like they are one layer there. So pin your zipper tape through both layers of the skirt, lining up the plastic zipper stop at the top of your zipper where we created that waistband crease. And sew the zipper to the skirt from the waistband crease down to the zipper notch. And repeat this on both sides. Now to close up the center back seam, if you're doing style B, you can simply just place the two pieces of fabric right sides together and sew down the center back seam. If you're creating style A, you're also going to do that, but you're going to separate your two layers of fabric. So you have the high-low layer and the skirt shell layer. So first take the high-low layer and pin it right sides together along the center back seam. And sew from where you stopped sewing for the zipper down the entire seam to the hem, and that will close up that seam. Now for the second layer, also place the seam together, right sides together. However, you'll have to leave a little bit of a gap, about 1 to 2 inches between the end of the zipper and where you start to sew. As you can see here, the other layer is pulled through this way, so we can't actually close this up all of the way. So leaving that 1 inch gap, just sew up this center back seam. Now moving on to the lining. Place the lining skirt front and back right sides together and pin along the side seams, and then sew, serge, and press. Now we need to finish the center back edges of this skirt. So I just went ahead and serged those edges individually. Then I'm going to pin the skirt lining right sides together with the other long edge of the skirt waistband. Then just sew along that skirt waistband edge, and then serge and press the seam. Now take your waistband and along the center back seam, fold it right sides together using that crease that we created along the waistband earlier as a guide on where to fold. So you actually folded it the opposite way that it was creased. Pin along the center back edge down to the zipper and sew with 1/4 inch seam allowance to connect the lining to the zipper. Then just close up the center back seam on the lining below the zipper by sewing with normal 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now to keep everything in place, I'm going to stitch in the ditch along the waistline. So right where the waistband meets the skirt gathers, stitch right in that seam, and this will prevent the skirt shell and lining from moving around. Finally, we can hem the skirt. I would definitely recommend trying on the skirt first before hemming to make sure you're marking exactly where you want to hem. And we have two options to hem. You can either do a rolled hem, which I'm going to show you how to do when sewing the lining. And you might want to use a rolled hem if you're sewing with something like chiffon. But for this taffeta skirt, I'm going to show you how to do a bias tape hem because it gives a little bit more volume, which is the look I'm going for this skirt. So to sew the bias tape hem, place your bias tape to the skirt right sides together and fold down the end about 1/2 inch. Then just stitch in that first crease along the entire hem, and when you get to the end, continue sewing the bias tape to overlap the end with the beginning about 1/2 inch. Then bring the bias tape over to your iron and flip the bias tape to the wrong side of the fabric and iron it in place. And if you're using double fold bias tape instead of single fold like me, you want to make sure you keep that center crease unfolded so you can have a 1 inch width bias tape hem. And I'm just going to top stitch that hem in place to finish the hem. And that's how you create the bias tape hem. For the lining, we're going to create a rolled hem. So just press up the hem about 1 inch and then sew about 1/8 of an inch away from that hem. Then trim down the seam allowance as close as possible to the line that you just stitched. Make sure you don't cut through those stitches, just as close as possible. And then you can bring the skirt back to the iron to press it up one more time using the width of your seam allowance and stitch as a guide. And then you can finish off the rolled hem by top stitching this hem down. And then you're done. All right, that is how you sew this gathered skirt. I'd love to hear how you guys plan on using this pattern. Style A, style B, what fabrics? I personally wore this skirt to a wedding a month ago. So let me know if you have any fun plans you're gonna wear your sewing project to. Don't forget that the link to this pattern is the first link down below, and you can get 30% off until tomorrow at midnight Eastern time with the code Aurora. But yeah, let me know what patterns you wanna see from me in the future. So if you like this video, feel free to give me a thumbs up because it's the easiest way to support your favorite creators for free. Also feel free to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My handle is Kiana Bonollo. Subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that you don't miss out on pattern discounts in the future. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I'll see you next time. Bye.